And welcome back. In this video tutorial, we're going to show you how to manage some of the live content that appears on your SmartBoard that is drawn from the web portal. Now remember, in the SmartBoard, certain widgets and certain text placeholders draw live data from our servers. That can include information about the calls and incidents, your unit locations, and so forth. But it also includes calendar events and station messages that are actually managed from your web portal. That allows you to put live content onto your SmartBoards without actually having to go into the SmartBoard designer. Now, let's show you how that works right now. First thing you'll do is log into your web portal, and at the top we're going to go ahead and go into the edit mode using the pencil icon. We're going to choose the Stations tab from the tabs across the bottom of the screen, and then we choose the station that we want to manage. In this particular case, we're going to choose station number 3, and we'll go ahead and put that in edit mode as well. Now, some of the content that you can manage here is you can manage the name of the station. We've just called this Mooresville Station 3. And then you can manage the SmartBoard title. We called it Mooresville Station 3 again, but you can call it something different if you'd want. This is going to be the title that will appear on your SmartBoard whenever the placeholder for the SmartBoard title is used. Now down here we can also put in the latitude and longitude of our fire station. It's important that you get those exact because that's going to center the map on the location of your station. You can use Google Maps to get a hold of the latitude and longitude of your station. Once you have that, you can enter the latitude and longitude in here. If you haven't already uploaded a logo for your department, that can be done on the main page, or you can get assistance in doing that from Streetwise support. But your logo, if it's stored on the server, can also be live data that appears on the SmartBoard as well. Now, but down in the bottom, there are 4 tabs, and the tabs are the alerting devices, the SmartBoard devices, SmartBoard messages, and station events. The alerting devices will be a list of units for which this SmartBoard will activate. Now, if your department is in broadcast mode, meaning that all devices get all calls, you won't need to worry about this. Your SmartBoard will go off for all your calls. But if you're on a per unit basis, meaning only the units that are assigned to the call are activated, your alerting devices for this particular station will need to be listed here. And you can get assistance in getting that list correct and making sure it's all done properly from Streetwise support. That's usually done when the SmartBoard is set up, but if you need to make any adjustments to that at all, just contact Streetwise support and we'll help you do that. SmartBoard devices will be a list of all the different devices that you have running this station's SmartBoard. Each device running SmartBoard, each individual T95 or Chrome stick or whatever device you have, is going to be listed separately. Will have its own device ID and license key, just like your MDTs or your responders. SmartBoard messages is where you can enter messages that will appear in the marquee placeholder for your SmartBoard. So as you're designing the SmartBoards and you use the marquee placeholder, these messages will appear live in place of that placeholder in your SmartBoard. Now it's easy to put these on because you can actually create an effective start date and an end date, so you can identify when you want the message to begin and when you want it to end. It'll automatically begin appearing on your SmartBoard on the start date and will automatically stop appearing on your SmartBoard after the end date. Now to create a new station message, we'll simply hit New. We'll choose the effective start date using the calendar. Let's start one for tomorrow. And we'll choose the effective end date also using the calendar. We'll let this run for 1 week. Then you enter in the message. This is a test message. You can put whatever you want in there, obviously, and hit OK. Once you've done that, that test message or that message that you created will appear on the 13th and disappear on the 19th. That's all there is to adding a message to your SmartBoard content. Station events is the calendar that allows you to populate events within your station calendar that appears on the SmartBoard anytime you're using the SmartBoard calendar widget. Now, to create a station event, it's pretty simple. It's a calendaring application, just like you would have in Outlook or something like that. You can see that we've already got some messages already created, because you can go down and you can scroll through the calendar and see all the different events that you have scheduled for your calendar for that station. To create a new event, again, we'll hit the New button. We identify which station it's for. And we put the subject of the event in here. Let's call it SCBA training. And we'll have a start time tomorrow at, let's make that 1 o'clock p.m. And we'll end it tomorrow. Let's say it's going to be a 2-hour training. We'll end it at 3 o'clock p.m. So we've adjusted the time. We don't need to worry about the labeling or the locations, because those won't appear on the SmartBoard calendar anyway. Now down here, you can create a recurrence pattern. If this is an event that's going to occur periodically, you can use a recurrence setting where you can set it to occur weekly, monthly, yearly, etc. And you can end it after a certain number of occurrences. This is just very common for calendaring applications, and very similar to what you would see in Outlook or something along that line. We're not going to set a recurrence for this particular one. We don't need to link any resources, because we're not going to be using that portion of the calendar. So we're just going to create that SCBA training. Once we're done, we go ahead and hit OK. Now if we look at tomorrow's calendar, we'll see that we have rope rescue training, SCBA training, officers meeting, and mutual aid training all listed on our calendar for tomorrow. And that's what will appear on the SmartBoard calendar tomorrow when you get that as well. If you have any questions, obviously you can contact technical support anytime. Good luck with your SmartBoard, and thanks for watching.